Jennifer Michael Hecht, Doubt, A History, The Great Doubters and Their Legacy of Innovation from Socrates and Jesus to Thomas Jefferson and Emily Dickinson. In her book, Doubt, A History, Jennifer Michael Hecht explores the concept of doubt and its rich history and legacy throughout the ages. This summary delves into the lives of great doubters and their impact on human civilization, from philosophers like Socrates and Aristotle to influential figures like Thomas Jefferson and Emily Dickinson. With a wide range of ideas and beliefs, discover how doubt has shaped various aspects of society and how it continues to impact modern thought. The summary also uncovers the intriguing history of doubt's existence, including its connections with powerful institutions such as religion and science, as well as the inextricable links between doubt, belief, and human consciousness.
Unearthing doubt's growth. Throughout history, people have often rejected popular beliefs and found solace in doubt. In her insightful book, Jennifer Michael Hecht takes us on a compelling journey to uncover the origins and evolution of the doubt phenomenon. She presents personal dilemmas and intellectual quests that have defined exceptional thinkers from ancient Greece to modern times. Delving into these captivating stories, Hecht reveals doubt's crucial part in shaping our collective understanding of the world and our place within it. Uncovering the hidden doubters. Historical narratives often overlook the skeptics, who challenge the status quo, as states and religions tend to erase them from their records. An example is the suppression of Jewish communities who adopted Greek culture and customs in 200 BCE, whose mentions were minimized in official religious texts. Often, acknowledged doubters are narrowly defined by their individual ideas, leading to a further obfuscation of the broader histories and connections among doubters. The author, a trained historian, unearthed these patterns upon realizing the vast number of doubters and their significant impact throughout history, discovering a diverse array of influential skeptics and revolutionary thinkers. Ageless global phenomenon of doubt. Doubt has been ingrained in human history across various regions and eras. Illustrious thinkers like Socrates, Aristotle, and Benjamin Franklin questioned prevailing beliefs, as did lesser-known skeptics like Moses Mendelssohn and Marie Curie. Doubt transcends geographical boundaries, with famous doubters found in ancient Western empires and the East, from philosophers like Confucius to modern-day scientists. Influential female doubters, although historically facing greater challenges, persevered and made essential contributions to the world of knowledge. Doubt has held a greater historical significance than one might imagine, with ideas and questions reaching back through the millennia. Given its universality, it is intriguing to consider the origins of doubt and how far-reaching this phenomenon truly is. Since the earliest civilizations, various minds across the globe have harbored doubts. The rich tapestry of doubters stretches from ancient Greece to contemporary times, encompassing philosophers, emperors, and scientists alike. Such thinkers as Socrates, Aristotle, Cicero, and Marcus Aurelius paved the way for doubters, and their legacy expanded with the works of Descartes, Moses Mendelssohn, Charles Darwin, and Albert Einstein. Unearthing these intellectual journeys, one may be surprised to learn that Benjamin Franklin was among renowned doubters, challenging numerous conventional ideas, including religious beliefs. The thought-provoking saga of doubters, however, is not confined to Western territories. Unwavering skepticism is located beyond these borders, extending to the East and its historical figures. Confucius, the famous Chinese philosopher, was a prominent example of early skepticism, questioning cultural practices such as ancestral sacrifice. His views continue to impact and shape Eastern philosophy and beyond. Importantly, doubt is not a male-dominated concept, for there have been numerous influential female doubters throughout history. They overcame significant obstacles, and their perseverance led to crucial discoveries. Take Marie Curie as a prime example. This formidable doubter and scientist dedicated her life to the study of atoms, eventually receiving a Nobel Prize for her groundbreaking work. In essence, doubt is an ageless and universal phenomenon without borders, entwining diverse cultures, thoughts, and history's brightest and bravest trailblazers. Doubt's uphill struggle. Doubters throughout history have faced relentless opposition from authorities and ruling classes who viewed their skepticism as a threat to power. Violent suppression and censorship targeted doubters who questioned conventional beliefs, making it difficult to preserve their thoughts and ideas. Despite the overwhelming adversity, their courage to confront oppressive mandates continues to inspire us today. From the dawn of civilization, doubters have made waves and fueled progress by questioning established norms. But for challenging the powers that be, they often paid a steep price. Doubters, be it religious skeptics or political dissidents, faced resistance, violence, and strife from rulers guarding their authority. Take, for instance, the haunting example of the Inquisition. These zealous enforcers of the Catholic Church spent 2 centuries persecuting anyone daring to question church doctrine. Astronomers like Giordano Bruno met grisly fates, like being burned at the stake for refusing to accept an Earth-centric universe. Moreover, the suppression wasn't limited to individuals. Works penned by doubters were banned, and many texts destroyed, making it nearly impossible to piece together their thoughts and philosophies. The Carvaka movement from ancient India represents just one case, with most of its texts lost to history, surviving only as negative citations by its critics. Nevertheless, these doubters' brave pursuits of truth, in the face of an oppressive society, serve as a testament to the human spirit and the everlasting quest for knowledge. Doubt and belief collide. Doubt and belief have been interlinked throughout history, often causing conflicts within religious circles. From ancient Greece's cornerstones of religious faith to more recent encounters, doubt has taken the form of questioning and critiquing religious teachings. Notable figures, such as Martin Luther, used doubt to reform the Church rather than to discredit it. Through understanding these opposing forces, we can appreciate how they shaped our world and the coexistence of faith and skepticism. The simultaneous existence of doubt and belief has sparked fascinating discussions and historical events. Religion, often the embodiment of belief, frequently becomes the target of skeptics. Belief in a higher power and an afterlife is common in many religious doctrines, making them intriguing subjects for doubters. Tracing back to ancient Greece, belief in a greater being and spiritual influence on human lives played a pivotal role in shaping society. However, even before this era, numerous examples of belief systems existed. Consequently, throughout history, courageous doubters have confronted religious and spiritual authorities. These challengers countered religious arguments by exposing logical loopholes or offering alternative explanations for natural phenomena. Greek philosopher Xenophanes questioned the mythological origins of gods, proposing they were merely legendary heroes mistakenly bestowed with divine attributes. However, doubters weren't necessarily anti-religious. Some held faith but scrutinized particular aspects of their beliefs. Interestingly, certain religious figures doubted aspects of their faith due to their deep involvement in religion. One such example is Martin Luther, who challenged the Catholic Church's teachings by presenting his 95 Theses in 1517. Luther aimed not to dismantle the Church, but to rectify its perceived shortcomings. As a consequence, his efforts eventually led to the founding of Protestantism. Unearthing and examining the dynamic interactions between doubt and belief throughout history uncover surprising connections and insights into the development of our society and the coexistence of faith and skepticism. Embracing doubt in religion. Religions have historically faced challenges from doubters and skeptics. Instead of ignoring this opposition, they have often incorporated doubt into their teachings, acknowledging that even the most devout believers experience moments of uncertainty. The Bible, for instance, depicts several occasions where figures such as Thomas and Job questioned the divine. By showcasing these famous doubters, religion underscores the importance of grappling with doubt, demonstrating that it is a natural and essential part of spiritual growth. Ultimately, this strategy allows faiths to become more relatable and resilient in the face of skepticism. Religions and skeptics have had a tumultuous relationship. Instead of shying away from their detractors, faith systems decided to integrate doubt into their teachings, acknowledging the universality of this emotion. For instance, the Bible narrates Thomas, an apostle of Jesus Christ, expressing doubts about Jesus' resurrection until he could physically feel his wounds. Additionally, the Old Testament story of Job showcases a pious man losing everything he loved, leading him to question God's justice and mercy. God eventually appears and addresses Job's concerns directly. The inclusion of such notable doubters in religious texts highlights the essential role of doubt in spiritual journeys. These stories stand in for those who question the existence of a powerful God amidst a world plagued by evil and injustice, allowing religions to relate to and evolve alongside human emotions and experiences. Doubt's constructive role. Doubt can be a constructive element in religion, as seen throughout history. Sometimes it leads to the birth of new religions, such as when Buddha challenged Hinduism and sought a middle ground between two extremes, thereby creating a new faith. Doubt also helps maintain the relevance of existing churches, with figures like Martin Luther highlighting areas in need of change. In fact, doubt can serve as a foundation for religious belief, as it allows individuals to examine faith critically while still remaining believers. The preservation and use of classical Greek philosophical texts by Muslim thinkers such as Yaqub ibn Ishaq al-Kindi demonstrate how doubt and religion are intertwined, driving a mutual evolution over time. Thus, doubt holds an essential position in religion's development and sustenance. Embracing doubt in science. Doubt, an inherent trait in some of the greatest minds throughout history, has played a significant role in the development of scientific thought. By questioning established beliefs, such trailblazers dared to propose alternative concepts based on empirical data and rational arguments. Thales, the first Western philosopher, and Charles Darwin, the father of evolutionary theory, exemplify the positive impact of doubt in driving scientific progress. Although skepticism and uncertainty may occasionally hinder acceptance of new ideas, doubt remains a crucial aspect of scientific inquiry and human innovation. The double-edged sword of doubt. Doubt certainly plays a crucial role in advancing human knowledge, but it's essential to recognize its potential to cause despair. When doubting everything, one can become uncertain and despondent, as seen in René Descartes' philosophical works where his constant questioning led to confusion and self-doubt. Nevertheless, this process of questioning can lead to a more accurate understanding, as demonstrated by early doubters who questioned ancient beliefs about natural phenomena. While doubt can destabilize beliefs and lead to confusion, it also encourages critical thinking, spurring societal progress. Despite its drawbacks, doubt has played a significant role in the development of human consciousness, pushing us to seek deeper understanding, challenge established ideas, and strive for greater knowledge. Embracing doubt's positivity. Doubt, often perceived as negative, has its own merits and can have positive consequences. Such doubt helped Descartes confirm his existence, brought fellow doubters like Socrates and Spinoza together in examining their theories, and assisted others like Jewish philosopher Moses Mendelssohn to survive and enjoy relative freedom amidst an anti-Semitic era. Embracing uncertainty, as Socrates did, may allow for tranquility even in the face of death, emphasizing the positive side of doubt. At times, doubt can be seen as something undesirable and negative. However, uncertainty also has its own share of positivity. For instance, take French philosopher Descartes. While he may have started with dubious philosophical musings, he was ultimately able to affirm his existence through his self-doubt. Moreover, doubters have had a significant, positive impact on one another, providing valuable guidance, inspiration, and support. Greek philosopher Socrates, for example, greatly influenced Descartes, whose own thinking subsequently shaped the worldly outlook of other great philosophers such as Baruch de Spinoza. Such a coming together of like-minded individuals paves the way for more profound philosophical conversations and advancements. An inspiring example of doubters helping each other out is the story of Jewish philosopher Moses Mendelssohn. Despite living in Germany around 1750, where anti-Semitism was widespread, Mendelssohn managed to survive and enjoy relative freedom, thanks to the support of other philosophers who shared his skeptical nature. While surrounded by doubters and philosophers, the Marquis d'Argent, a fellow philosopher friend, convinced King Frederick to grant Mendelssohn a signed letter of protection. At the same time, doubt can help us accept uncertainty when faced with life's inevitable perplexities. For some people, contemplating the implications and importance of death allows them to achieve a peaceful outlook. By acknowledging the unknown, they can find peace in accepting the inevitability of the unknown aspects of death. Socrates, in one of his well-known speeches, argued that the uncertainty of an afterlife was not a cause for concern since it could not be ascertained. This understanding allowed him to face his own demise with serene acceptance. In conclusion, rather than bearing negative consequences, doubt can instead bring forth positivity. By embracing doubt, not only can individuals like Descartes confirm their existence, but others like Moses Mendelssohn can find help in times of need. Through uncertainty, some may even garner tranquility in the face of life's hardest trials.
The book's summary of A Doubt, A History, provides an engaging and comprehensive look at the important role doubt has played in shaping the evolution of human thought and society. While doubt has had its fair share of negative consequences, its undeniable positive impact on both individuals and collective beliefs cannot be disregarded. Doubt has influenced great minds, given birth to new philosophies and discoveries, and contributed to the constant reshaping of human understanding and beliefs. By learning about the fascinating history of doubt, one can better appreciate its true power and essential role as a driving force in the world we live in today.